Unit number 3, Raspberry Pi, prepared by Professor UL Tupe, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Engineering, MMIT Loga, Pune. So, question may be asked, explain the Raspberry Pi in details. So, Raspberry Pi is a mini computer having size of credit card. Raspberry Pi runs on Linux-based operating system and has a dynamic support to Python. Raspberry Pi allows connections of sensors and actuators by means on board of general purpose input-output pins. So Raspberry Pi is having credit card size and used for Internet of Things. So things means devices which are connected to the cloud. So things can be everything which have a unique identity, that is IP address. So that will be connected to the internet. So it is called as the Internet of Things. Raspberry Pi plays very important role in connecting the IoT devices. So we will introduce about what is Raspberry Pi, then on which operating system it will function, how many pins are there, which pins are used for which purposes, how connection will be set up, etc. So Raspberry Pi works on ARM based processor. So generally we use Intel processor in Windows operating system, but for the Raspberry Pi we use the ARM based processor. So processing power of 1.2 gigahertz, a processing power of 1.2 gigahertz, 64-bit quad core ARM Cortex A53 and 1 GB of RAM. USB ports. Raspberry Pi comes with USB 2.0 ports availability. Raspberry Pi 3 has 4 USB ports. USB ports on Raspberry Pi provides 100 mA power. Ethernet ports. Raspberry Pi provides standard RJ45 Ethernet for network connectivity. If we want to connect Raspberry Pi to the internet, we require ports. So it is Ethernet ports, and we will use RJ45 connector to connect the internet. Then HDMI port. Raspberry Pi has HDMI support for both audio and video output. If we want to connect Raspberry Pi with a video input output, then we will use the HDMI port. Display devices can be connected directly using HDMI cable. If monitor have DVI support, then HDMI to DVI converter is required. Then composite video support. Raspberry Pi provides composite video support via RCA, that is Radio Corporation of America (JAC), which can connect to both display standards. PAL, Phase Alternative by Line, and NTSC National Television System Committee video. Then audio output. Raspberry Pi provides 3.5 mm audio jack support. So audio jack support will be used for audio recording. Then GPIO pins, 40 pins. So Raspberry Pi has 40 pins. If we compare it with the Arduino, which have less pins, so Raspberry Pi has 40 pins. So it is generally used for multiple purposes because it is having more pins, out of which 4 types of general purpose input output pins, the SPI pins, I2C pins, and serial RX and TX. RX means transceiver receiver. So input output purposes there are 4 pins. DSI, display serial interface. DSI support is available. Display serial interface. DSI support is available in the Raspberry Pi for LCD panel connection. CSI, camera serial interface. CSI support is available in Raspberry Pi camera module connection. Status LED. Raspberry Pi has 5 types of LEDs on the board as follows. So LED will be used to indicate something. If we use the traffic program, then LED will be important. Then which LED will glow, whether it is green, red, or black, etc. So it is used for indication on the Raspberry Pi kit. And then status LED name and functionality. PWR is a LED which having functionality 3.3 power supply. ACT SD card access. LNK link or network activity. FDX full duplex LAN connectivity. 100 Mbit LAN connectivity. Then SD card slot. Raspberry Pi has SD card support, which can be used for additional storage requirement, and importantly, booting new operating system on the Raspberry Pi is done via SD card support. So if you want to use the Raspberry Pi, you will require a SD card. So in the SD card, what we do, we install operating system. Which operating system? Raspbian OS operating system will be installed on the card, and that card will be inserted in into the Raspberry Pi kit slot. Then we will reboot, and after rebooting we will boot the OS, that is Raspbian OS, as like Ubuntu, on which you can perform various options like Python programming, then run the program on the Raspberry Pi, and you will get the output on the terminal. So card slot is very important. The power input. Raspberry Pi has a micro USB power adapter connection, and Pi whole power supply is essential. This is a kit, and if you want to run or function it requires power. As like mobile, we require power. So Raspberry Pi has a micro USB power adapter connections, and Pi whole power supply is essential. So operating system support Raspbian OS, Debian based operating system specially developed for Raspberry Pi, ERCH, ARC Linux flavor for AMD based devices, Fedora. This is the Fedora based operating system developed for Raspberry Pi. RIS OS, very fast and compact OS. Now we will see the interfaces for the Raspberry Pi. So already we have seen Raspberry Pi has 40 pins, onboard pins. Let's see the use of serial, ESP and I2C interfaces available with the Raspberry Pi. Serial interface on Raspberry Pi can be used for serial communication with serial peripherals and provide RX, receive and TX transport pins. So serial port very important for input output connections, transmission and receiving from peripherals. Then I2C. I2C provides a way to connect hardware devices to Raspberry Pi module. I2C permits synchronous data transfer with the help of only two pins, one for clock SCL and other for data. So I2C provides a way to connect hardware devices. So already Raspberry Pi is hardware device. So for that we require I2C. So I2C provides synchronous data transfer with the help of only two pins. So data is already transferred with synchronous or asynchronous. So for synchronous communication, I2C will permit. One for clock and other for data, SDA. Then SPI, Serial Peripheral Interface. SPI provides synchronous serial data transfer with one or more peripheral devices connected. In SPI connection, there is usually one master device and one or more slave devices. So master slave very important. So SPI uses 5 pins to provide such connectivity. MISO, master in slave out, master line working for sending data. MOSI, that is master out slave in, slave line working for sending data. SCK, serial clock, clock signals by master for synchronous data transfer. Then CU. CU chip enable 0 to enable or disable devices. CE1 chip enable 1 to enable or disable devices. So this is about the Raspberry Pi interfaces. So some theory about the Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi was created in February 2012 by Raspberry Pi Foundation, originally set up to promote teach basic computer science in schools and colleges around the UK. They initially released two devices, a Model A and Model B. These computers range in spec and capabilities. Soon after the release of these products, community was formed and thousands of tech hands bought and started creating new projects with it. So on the Raspberry Pi website, they created two images that could be installed easily onto SD card, which could then act as OS for the device. So in February 2014, they had been reported to have sold 4.5 million boards. Soon after this, the release the Model A Plus and Model B Plus provided more GPIO pins and used less power run. In early 2015, Raspberry Pi 2 was announced with increased megahertz by 200 to bring it to the 900 megahertz double. So generally, Raspberry Pi have various models, Model A, B, C, and D, and in that they have increasing the memory capability, mm, and input output pins. So here you can see the Raspberry Pi structure, which includes SD card slot, micro USB power supply, GPIO pins, RCA video output, audio output, USB 2.0, Ethernet out, camera module, etc. So Raspberry Pi 0 with smaller size and reduced input output and general input output. So Raspberry Pi 0 with smaller size and reduced input output and general purpose input output capabilities was released in November 2015 for $5. Raspberry Pi 3 model B was released in February 2016 and has an onboard Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and USB capabilities. By 2017, it became the newest mainline Raspberry Pi. On 28 February 2017, Raspberry Pi Zero W was launched, which is like Raspberry Pi Zero with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So here we see the pin diagram for Raspberry Pi, which having 40 pins. We see the 40 pins, 3 volt, 5 volt, ground. So you should know all these 40 pins to learn for connections of various projects related to IoT. So to get started with the Raspberry Pi, you need an operating system. So how you can write operating system to the SD card? We need to use an image writing tool to install the image on SD card. Etcher is a graphical SD card writing tool that work on Mac OS, Linux and Windows and is the easiest option for most users. Etcher also supports writing images directly from the chip. So you have to write the ISO image of Raspberry OS to this Etcher and you can install on the SD card. So download Etcher, connect SD card reader. You will require SD card reader with an SD card inside. Open Etcher and select from your drive the Raspberry Pi image or chip and you wish to write on the SD card. Select the SD card you wish to write on image. Review your selection and click flash to begin writing SD card. So first plug in your keyboard, mouse and monitor. No plug USB power cable into the power. So your Raspberry Pi will boot and window will appear with a list of different operating system that you can install. We recommend that your Raspberry tick the box next to Raspberry and click on install. Raspberry will then run through installation process. When the install process has completed, Raspberry Pi will configuration menu Raspberry Pi will load. So that means after installation you have to configure camera, mouse, etc. The breadboard. The breadboard is a way of connecting electronic components to each other without having to solder them. So breadboard is very way of connecting electronic components to each other without having to solder them together. They are often used to test circuit design before creating printed circuit board. The holes on the breadboard are connecting pattern. Below figure shows the complete structure of the board. So here you can see the complete structure of breadboard. All holes in this row are connected. All holes in this row are connected. All holes in each column are connected. All holes in each column are connected. So in the middle, the columns of wires are connected together with the brick in the middle. So for example, green holes mark are connected together, but they are not connected to the yellow holes, not the purple ones. Therefore, any wire you poke into the green holes will be connected to the wire pokes into the other green holes. So it is very important to learn the breadboard if we want to do projects, simple projects on the breadboard. So it requires breadboard and some cables. LED stands for light emitting diode and goes when electricity passes through it. When you pick up LED, you will notice that one leg is longer than the other. The longer leg, known as anode, is always connected to the positive supply of the circuit. Shorter leg, known as a cathode, is connected to the negative side of the power supply, known as the ground. Below figure shows the LEDs will only work if power is supplied correct way around, that is the polarity is correct. Jumper wires. Jumper wires are used on breadboard to jump from one connection to another. The ones you will using this circuit have different connections on each end. The end with pin will go into breadboard. The end with piece of plastic with a hole in will go to Raspberry Pi GPIO pins. So here you will say building a simple circuit using Raspberry Pi and breadboard. Use one of the jumper wires to connect to the ground pins to the rail marked with blue. On the breadboard, the female goes on the pi pins and the male end goes into the hole on the breadboard. Then connect the resistors from the same row on the breadboard to column on the breadboard. Next, push the LED legs into the breadboard with the long leg on the right. Lastly, complete the circuit by connecting pin 80 to the right hand LED of LED. So, with the help of code, this is the code for LED, simple code by which when you run, you will get the LED on. So import RPA GPIO and the GPIO general purpose input pin we have to install. The program will save by led.py. GPIO set mode, we have to set mode the broadcom hardware. GPIO pin 18 while true, we have to give conditions. GPIO output pin number 18, GPIO true. Time slip, we have to give time slip, that how many times LED will glow, and then set to the GPIO pin false except GPIO cleanup. So running the code, to run this code sudo python led.py. So this is simple code to run on the Raspberry Pi with the help of Raspbian OS using the terminal. So latest model is Raspberry Pi 3, which having features 1 GB RAM, micro SD card slot, full HDMI port, Ethernet port, 40 pin GPIO pins, 4 USB ports, combined composite video and 3.5mm audio jack, camera interface, display interface, video core i4 3D graphics core, Raspberry Pi Zero. Having compared to the Raspberry Pi 3 model, Raspberry Pi Zero is less powerful with the following configuration: 1 GHz single core 512 MB. This is about the Raspberry Pi Zero, but the latest version is a Raspberry Pi 3. Next point is basic building blocks of the IoT devices. So basic building blocks. Question may be asked, what are the basic building blocks of IoT device? The basic IoT device must provide sensing and or actuation, communication, analysis, processing capability, using which a complete IoT system can be developed. So we see IoT, that is the Internet of Things. We see the Raspberry Pi, which is connected to the IoT. Now, question may be asked that what are the basic building blocks of IoT? So when we use the Raspberry Pi, we use the sensors. So sensors, what will do? It will sense, actuate, communicate, analysis, process with the help of Raspberry Pi, and will give data to the cloud. So very important. Following are the key aspects of which forms the basic building blocks of IoT device. Sensing. An IoT device must be able to sense the surrounding data. If not, it must provide a way to integrate the sensor with the device. An IoT device, which IoT device? Raspberry Pi, must be able to sense the surrounding data. If not, it must provide a way to integrate the sensors with the device. Sensing can collect data like temperature, pressure, light, chemical activity, etc. This collected data can be communicated with other devices or cloud-based services for storage or further processing. Then actuation. Actuators provide a way to take actions in the physical world based on the decisions taken by the IoT-based system. So, sensor will sense the data. Now, another term is actuator. So, actuator provides a way to take actions in the physical world based on the decisions taken by the IoT-based system. For example, a relay can be connected to an IoT device which can control turning the switch on off based on the application logic. So when we see the example of smart irrigation, so sensor will sense the soil moisture, and when the soil moisture go below, then automatically sensor will send data to the actuator to spring the water. So in that case, actuator will perform good job. Then communication. Communication modules handles sending and receiving of data from the device or device to cloud. Different communication protocols are used for different layers. So communication very important. Here sensor will communicate to the another sensors, devices, gateways on the internet with the help of various things. So analysis and processing. Now we have already seen the sensors, actuator, Raspberry Pi, processing, Raspberry OS. Now what is the processing? How data will be analyzed? When we say processing, because sensor sends data, there are millions of devices which will collect data, will send on the cloud, then how it will be processed? So with the help of Raspberry Pi is a local storage. When the data is sensed from the sensor, it will be processed by the Raspberry Pi. So the collected data from the devices are analyzed and processed into the understandable information. This model specifies the logic to take actions based on data gathered by the devices. So this model what will do? Data is collected, then how to take actions, how to process data, it will be analyzed by analysis and processing model. The use of single board computer SBC based IoT device is very popular these days. SBC like Raspberry Pi, BeagleBone, Arduino are used for deployment of IoT based systems. So here we see the diagrammatic of basic building of IoT. So connectivity, USB port, the general block diagram of IoT. How IoT device will be, or IoT device may be Raspberry Pi. So what it have? So it having UART, I2C, CAN interfaces, storage, SD card, memory interfaces, 1 GB, 2 GB, DDR1, DDR2, interconnect processor, ARM processor, graphics card, audio video jack, HDMI port 3.0. So this is the block diagram of a IoT device. So the standard SBC includes core CPU which performs the main computation tasks. And an additional CPU, GPU as per need for the extensive graphical processing. The primary and secondary storage blocks. Primary storage, that is the RAM, manages the process execution